Blog Talk Radio.
You're now tuning in to number one Prince of Airwaves with your host, Prince George. Here we go on Warfare Radio Alliance on Blog Talk Radio.
What up, y'all? Welcome to number Prince of Airwaves. I'm your host, Prince George. Before we go into that, y'all heard the red lines, the blue lines, the green lines, the purple lines, y'all. But this is the red, black, white, and silver. And this is number Prince of Airwaves. I'm your host, your boy, Prince George, y'all. All right, y'all, we're going to go into a show. Before we go into the show, we have a special guest coming to the studio a little later in the show. Her name is Patricia Ann Brywell. I have the pleasure of talking to her and knowing her for many, many years. She's a really, really talented writer. And I think you guys would like to hear what she has to technically say. So, with that said, she's going to come into the studio later, and I'll let her tell you more about who she is, what she does, things of that nature, a little later on today. But right now, we're about to go into our show. Our show is, we're going to go into, of course, we're going to go and give you the updates of what's going on with Warzone Comics and our services that we tend to offer. That if you guys need our services, you guys can technically hire us to do them or help, things of that nature. So that way you guys can get the best of what you guys trying to technically do. And of course, you guys know I'm spokesman for Warzone Comics. So, with that said, let's get at it. Lately, I've been getting messages from you guys, some of you, or emails and texts and things of that nature, asking the question, do we still do services like app development, website development, logos, advertising, things that we've been known for outside of doing comic books and movies and things of that nature? And the answer to you guys, the answer is yes, we still do. If you guys are in need of website development done, app development done, advertising on radio or television, we still do those services as well. If you need your script written or edited, we also do that as well. If you have ideas, your personal ideas you want done as far as art is concerned, or things created like t-shirts and hats and things of that nature, we also do that as well. If you guys, that's what you guys need. We also provide services to help you. So if you need a cameraman, need lights, if you need things of that nature, we can also do that as well. For those of you who are in need, want to import or export your cars, things of that nature, we can also help you with that as well. If you want to export, say, your t-shirt line, your clothing line, things of that nature, we can also work on that as well. Also, if you guys want to sell your comic books to a store or to us, we can also facilitate that as well. It just takes a little process to find out what kind of book you guys want to sell to us. If you guys want to reach out to me, specifically, you can send us a message and we can talk about what kind of book it is, things of that nature, if it's that serious to you. But if you don't mind going on the website, if you don't want to talk to someone, but you want to inquire about the information about the book, there's a section on our website, on the Warzone Comics website. There's a request form on our website at warzonecomicswzc.com that you can fill in information, and one of us get back to you about buying your comic book or your collectible or your trading card and things of that nature. For those of you guys who need your comic books graded, we can also get that done for you as well. And we also are getting into doing real estate. So if you guys
want to know more about buying, selling your house or your property, or possibly buying a investment property, we can actually help you with that as well. I know I've said a mouthful, and I know I haven't been on here in a while, but of course that's what's been going on uh, for a while. So we've been just putting a lot of things in place for to help you guys, our fans, our followers, things of that nature, so that we can be more of a service to you guys as well. While we technically work on projects such as Books to Becoming, while we work on anything else that we technically have down the pipeline, we also want to we still haven't forgotten you guys as our fans. So we want to make sure that all the services that we offer, we can actually help you. So if you need any service, any of the services I mentioned, you guys can send me, send myself or the company a private message, and then if you send it to me, I'll get back to you specifically right away as soon as we can. If you want to go online and do it online, you can also go to Warzone Comics, WZC.com. That's WARZONECOMICS. That's followed by its abbreviation, W's in War, Z is in Zebra, C is in Charlie.com. Again, those are services we offer, as well as things we're technically doing on our end. Again, those services, if you want to web development, app development, import, export, we also getting into real estate. We also do advertising on television, radio, newspapers, things of that nature. So if you need some of those services, and if you just want to discuss any other project you guys want getting done, as well as if you guys want to get your company incorporated or get any business filings, or if you need help with doing your incorporation bylaws for your incorporation, we got to do that as well. So it's a lot of things that we can technically do for you, not just straight comics or not just straight movies and things of that nature, because let's face it, we're not just a comic book company, we're a comic book entertainment company, so we tend to do a little of everything, and pretty sure we have someone who can actually help you with that in our office. So if you have any need to reach out to us, you can. If you need to reach out to us by phone, our phone number is on our page, but I'll give it to you here. It's 424-732-9673. Again, 424-732-9673. And if you need to email us, our email address is warzonecomicswzc@hotmail.com. That's WARZONECOMICS. That's followed by its abbreviation, W's in War, Z is in Zebra, C is in Charlie, @hotmail.com. So hopefully I can hear from you guys soon. And those of you who reached out and about your websites, getting your website done, let's go ahead and get those done, guys. Those of you guys who wanted to get shirts done, who reached out about that, for sure, let's go ahead and get that stuff squared away. We're willing to help you guys out with those ideas. Those of you guys who have been clients in the past and who need help with anything currently, or update anything or anything else, we're willing to work with you as well. And if this is your first time hearing about us, it's been Warzone Comics and all the services we offer. You can welcome, and we can look forward to working with you, hearing from you, and working with you guys soon. Thank you, and God bless.
All right, y'all. With that said, guys, there's all those updates. Of course, we also can help you with filming projects and writing projects and art and murals and things of that nature as well. With you guys those you guys who know, and those who haven't didn't know before, you guys know now. Though all those services that that I talked about can be found on our website at warzonecomicswzc.com. And more specifically, if you guys wanted to go for as far as any services we offer, you guys can go hover over our click on our Warzone mobile service and on the website, and a couple clicks, and it will technically open up our mobile service, and they give you all other services that we technically offer. That way, you guys can get the service you guys need to finish the project you're working on. So, with that said, we're about to go and to play a song off of the Boise Cartoon soundtrack, and this song is entitled "Without Me," written by Joe Sauce Easley for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own JTP or Jeremiah Prophet.
Some y'all call me a shapeshifter, battle cat, even a chameleon. Call me what you want, my house is command central, and I know the difference. You might not like me, hell, you might even hate me. Without me, you have no chance of existence. You might not like it, but you know I'm batting 1,000. You might can count one hand how many times I come close to letting you down. Villains come from one side and the villains come from the other. With me in their midst, why they even bother? They come to terrorize, destroy, humiliate. Where did my suit go? Now it's on. It's time to take it to the streets. On your mark, say let's go. Fist over fist, and that was the talk, and it's time for some action. And I'm ready to get it done. Without me, y'all have nothing to talk about. You might not like me, but without me, y'all couldn't stick around. With me, bad guys don't have stand a chance. They don't have a chance to sit in the city of your pants. Rid of me that, rid of me this. Some of y'all like the way I walk, some of you like the way I talk, some of you like the way I move. Whatever the case is, a catch-22, cause there's more to do. I can't crown myself lucky, cause y'all say I'm lucky. It doesn't really matter what y'all feel for me, cause y'all ain't gonna really tell me what y'all really feel for me. Cause y'all can stand around till see the glory. If it ain't what y'all want, it's another sad story. But that's another issue, but I'm still here to protect you. I still love you. When you're gone, I'm still to miss you. And I'm not here to dish you, I'm only here to help you. Only here to help fix you.
That song is entitled "Without Me," written by Joe Sauce Easley for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records. And that song is off of the Boise Cartoon soundtrack. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own JTP or Jeremiah Prophet. Alright guys, with that said, we're about to go into play another song. And with that said, we're going to do that. And then we're going to go and we're going to play another song. And the song is entitled "When I Die," written by Joe Sauce Easley for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records. And the song is off of the Baby G Q album. And the artist is Baby G.
Let's sit down and let's tell a story. How my ancestors came from slavery and I came to glory. If I wasn't a man of power, if I died, if it would be the headline, would be the story? Or would it really matter? Cause it'd be another black man's story. One day was gonna come to a day. My job here on earth is done. Hopefully my life I live wasn't totally in vain. I've been through things in life, seen so many things, but hopefully when it's all said and done, I haven't inflicted too much pain. Cause by then I've been to the mountain top and looked over one day. When it comes to the day, I wish I can just get to a day and cross over with my father to get over this pent up rage. Less problems I have to make me go insane. Remember, life what you make it, life fantasy and dreams. I can remember the day I wasn't always me, but who else but God can explain dressed from my head to her toes, and everything in due season. But only he knows the rhymes and who he knows the reason. But you might not like me, but without me, I couldn't give you what he's giving me. The keys are back to the garden and Eden. If that's the case, if it makes me wonder if I die, would the whole world truly miss me? When I walk, you walk with me. When I talk, you speak with me. When I cry, you dry my tears. You're always here with me. For you to comfort me, to hold me, to guide me, to give me hope, to lift me up. I never forgotten you. You're always here with me. The more we are all together, the more we overcome. Cause one teach one, and if we beautify the world, we can all hold hands. And while I'm here, and when I'm gone, we can all impart, inspire, and reclaim all of the little ones to become something positive. Like God and touch men and women in life is important, inspire, and claim me in the part that you see before thee.
That song is entitled When I Die, y'all, written by Joseph Easley for EZ Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. And that song is off the Baby G and Q album. And the artist is Baby G. Okay, right now we're going to go into a commercial break and pay some bills. And this commercial entitled Warzone Mobile Service.
Are you in need of comic books, music, or movie production, web design, graphic design services? Our highly trained professionals will even come to you. So call 424-732-9673. We are open 7 days a week, excluding holidays, Monday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our number again, 424-732-9673.
All right, y'all. We would go. Welcome back to Number Airwaves. For those of you just tuning in, this is Number Airwaves. I'm your host, your boy, your Prince George. And those of you who've been tuning in for a bit, thank you very much for tuning in. Keep it going. And we're going to go into a song entitled Tweety Remix, written by George Easley for EZ Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. And this song is off of the Bugsy Coming soundtrack. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own Lala. That song is entitled Tweety Remix, written by George Easley for EZ Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. All right, and the artist is Lala, Warzone's own Lala, and also Prince George, Baby G, sorry. All right, guys, we're going to go into another song, and the song is entitled Tweety, written by George Easley for EZ Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own Tanisha Hines. And the song is off of the Baby G and Q album, as well as the Bugsy Coming soundtrack, y'all.
y'all. This song's dedicated not just to my Aunt Tweety. It's dedicated to all of you who lost someone due to fire. September 11th. The war in Iraq. To everywhere in the world. Remember, we didn't forget. Live long to memories, y'all. Alright? Live long to memories. Aunt Tweety. Let me say this again. Aunt Tweety. To me, you're my mom's best friend. You're my mom's sister, so that makes you kin. Long live to your memory, and I wish you were here. Even though I never met you, you're my aunt as well as friend. Time wasn't always good and time wasn't always bad, but to hear that you died years before I lived made me real sad. I know when you were here, when my mom backs against the wall, but to leave it up to you, you never let her fall. You're always hanging together, or laughing or going through ish. For you, I give my life so that you can live. Your life was cut short by senseless violence. You died because your boyfriend burned you and two of your kids. You and one of your kids died so that one of your kids can live. Your life was cut short by senseless violence. You died because of your boyfriend burned you and two of your kids. You and one of your kids died so that one of your kids can live. She's all grown up now. She's airport material, flying people all over town. She had two kids of her own and two baby fathers. But despite it all, I look at her life and I love her regardless. And I love her regardless. And I love her regardless. And I love her regardless.
That song's entitled Tweety, written by Joseph Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records. And that song is off of the Baby G CQ album as well as the Bugs Becoming soundtrack. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own Tanisha Hines. Okay, guys, we're going to go and play another song. And the song is entitled Two Between Lies. Written by Joseph Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records. And this song is off of the Baby G's Christian Reflection album. Written by, and the artist is Baby G featuring King Show's own Dico.
What happens when people say they love you and been out their way to help to destroy you? Can you tell the truth between the lies? Can you feel what I feel and take the lens of your eyes and see through mine and see the truth between the lies?
Man, I'm so tired of it. I don't know what to do. Devastating sometimes, like he's stuck and confused. No money, major problems. 5:30 in the morning, grab remote, hit power, turn on the news. Beginning of my work day. No dummy, not slanging, getting up to make an honest pay. Had me feeling like a modern slave. There's gotta be a better way, like winning the lottery.
You're supposed to have a spouse, but really in doubt. Whether he's a man or woman or really a mouse. Don't take the blame, cause it's a shame when you're out in the cold, all alone, struggling and tugging to build a happy home.
Don't hold your breath unless you're trying to see death. Find out what is the best kept secret. Be careful, don't do something you regret. Example, robbing, stealing, because your pockets are low. Gotta feed your family. I know how it goes. Hit a lick, then kick rocks, and every singing. Now you're caught by the cops. Most of them are doing it for props. Deceiving the youth, false gangster skies in the vocal booth, setting traps, acting like spies. So listen to the Lord of the Flies, telling the truth between lies.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. Forget the counting and get to shouting, ready for some project blow up. Can I put the money in my account and gain interest from the bank so I can stop putting last dollars in the tank? Damn, life stank. Most people can't make plans, just move slow. I know, chance so slim, have you stuck in a row. Life as free according to Jim.
A lot of people stuck in their ways, won't even help anybody but themselves. Seeking get help. Some racist thinking, stop thinking about self. Are you deaf? Do you hear the words coming out my mouth? Time for the plot, come on and shake it, shake it. Ooh, most of the game I'm cool. That's why I'm in the booth using my tool. The boy is smooth, smoother than the rest. Play it on KCLA and KLAS. .com. If you build it, they will come. It takes time. Watch you shoot the number one. Without drugs, sex, violence, and guns. Pure facts, fun. California style up under the sun. Past the burgers and buns.
You still call woman you so-called man or woman, which is really a boy or girl. Auntie thinking you're or his or her little toy. They're never there when you need them. They only want you around to please them. Cause it's a shame when you realize they're one and the same, playing their game, trying to put you out in the street, not on your feet.
Breaking these liars down to a small size. So listen to Biko and Baby G, telling the truth between lies very carefully. Telling the truth between lies very carefully. Breaking the small down.
Without drugs, sex, and violence, and guns, pure facts and fun. California style up the sun, past the burgers and buns.
Breaking these lies down to a small size. So listen to Dico, Baby G, telling the truth between lies very carefully. Without drugs, sex, and violence, and guns, pure facts and fun. California style, up under the sun, past the burgers and buns. Telling the truth between lies very carefully.
That song is entitled Truth Between Lies, written by Joe Sauce Easily for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Words on Records. That song is off of the Baby G's Crystal Reflection album, and the artist is Baby G featuring King Show's own Deco. All right, guys, we're going to go into a couple more things, and then we're going to go into an interview with Patricia Ann Brower while she comes into the studio. All right, guys, this song is entitled Our Business, Nobody's Business, written by Joe Sauce Easily for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Words on Records. And this song is off of the Baby G Sing Q album. The song is written by Joe Sauce Easily for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Words on Records. And the artist is Baby G.
What makes makes people think that our business is theirs? Where did they get the notion in their heads? They need to just stay out of our way, out of our heads, get out of our plans. When God made me, He made me an honorable man, unchangeable, unshakable, and He made you woman, He made you the same. Able to make our own decisions, live our lives, and weather the storms. God made a woman from man, so my rib is yours. Who else, whose business is it except me and yours? Who else better understand souls like ours except us? But who else but God can explain us from our head to our toes? How else do you explain the mating of two kindred souls? But our business is nobody's business but our own, predestined for greatness. Despite the odds, we're grabbing for the moon and stars. When everybody's busy screaming how high, we're screaming how high, how far. Hold on tight, cause the future is ours.
That song is entitled Our Business, Nobody's Business, written by Joseph Easley for Easy Trinity Music One for Words on Records. Right now, we're going to go into a song entitled Beds of Honor, written by Joseph Easley and Dale Anderson, published by Easy Trinity Music One for Words on Records, y'all. And this song is off the Motion Picture by Trinity Vision Entertainment and Words on Comics. And the song is off of Words on Records. The song itself is off of Words on Records, Easy Trinity Music One. And the recorded artist is Dale Anderson.
Out.
Okay, as Patricia's coming into the studio, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with an interview with Patricia Brightwell, as promised. But before I go ahead and go into that interview with Patricia Brightwell, I'm going to inform everybody who know, remind those who know already, and those who just hearing about it right now. We have a show called the Prince George Show on Amazon Prime. So if you guys want to check it out, it's on Amazon Prime. We add below these episodes as we speak, and so you guys should check that out. Amazon Prime is called the Prince George Show, and all the interviews that we've done since we've been on air are some of the guests are on. It's going to be up on Amazon Prime, so you guys get a chance to see the individual people that we are interviewing and so much more. We have a couple of things behind the scenes. We have a lot of other content that we're providing that's behind the scenes. But as I said, we were going to an interview with Patricia Brightwell. So we're going to interview with that. Yeah.
So, Pat, says the books that you want to introduce to the fans for them so you feel like there's some great reading that you've done so far.
A book called 2 Steps Past the Altar. It's just about a woman who she worked in the pharmacy business. She actually was a really kind of like a workaholic, and so she finally met a guy and she fell in love, and then they were supposed to get married, but then she found out that her mom was sick, and then after that she supposedly found out that the fiance was cheating, so she got away from him. So it's really a story that kind of transitions through love, and then you have the breakup, and then you have them coming back together in the end. It's really a very good story, and I really enjoyed writing it.
I know you do books and stuff,
mm-hmm.
but you also a nurse practitioner, correct?
Right, that's correct. Yes, a practitioner, and I am a psychiatric nurse practitioner and a family nurse practitioner. So educator too, nurse educator.
with all the stuff you technically do, and I know that's a challenging job in itself, when do you find the time?
But in nursing, it's somewhat different because, you know, a lot of nurses work, you know, and some have 2 jobs, some even have 3. It's just the timing because, you know, typically if you work full time, you work 3 days a week, 12-hour shift if you're in the hospital, you know, and then you have 4 days off, so you still have that free time. So I no longer work in the hospital. You know, when I work as a nurse practitioner, I work in a clinic or a doctor's office, and that might be 2 days a week, and then I still have time to teach. And I'm now a full-time clinical associate professor working, but I only have to work 1 day a week. I do the lectures on one day, and then I go and teach students in the hospital on Saturday. So it's, you know, it's not your typical job where people have to, you know, go in 5 days a week, work 8 hours a day, and then go home. And this just leaves me a lot of flexibility. I just love this job, and I've been doing it for 26 years because, you know, I help people, and then, you know, I really just enjoy, you know, doing that as well as my writing. Like I said, writing is one of my other things that I love to do. You just have to carve out enough time to do it.
The book you just named, that's the first book you said got published?
No. That's not the first one. The first one was Reflections of a Quiet Storm. That was my first book. And then came, I think it was A Generation of Curses. And then, but the main one that really got me or actually turned me into a best-selling author was Single Mama Dating Drama. I was signed with Brown Girls Books, which is, those are the 2 things that I think about all the time, is that I got that particular slot, and, you know, there were a lot of writers who applied to get in, but I was accepted, and I always will be thankful to Victoria Christopher Murray and Rashonda Tate Billingsley because they are 2 fabulous writers who have been writing for a long time, and they opened up a book publishing house, you know, and so I'll just be thankful for that. But yeah, I went on and wrote other stories, you know, and just trying to keep it going, keep it moving.
What happened to you opening your own publishing house for yourself?
Me? No, not me.
Never?
Never. I don't want to. I don't have time. My business is nursing and teaching.
Okay.
None of my books are self-published. It might have been taken on by an independent publisher, but not, you know, not my own publishing house. I don't have any knowledge about that.
So if I'm not mistaken, you have a book that's getting turned into a motion picture, correct?
Well, I hope so. It's in transition. Yeah, this particular book has already been, it's a book, it's a novel. So it's actually being written by a screenwriter, you know. And so he took the book and then he's going to change it into a script. And then once I do that, I can get out and promote it and try to pitch it, you know, to a movie studio. That's what I hope to do, you know. So that's, you know, it's kind of just waiting, you know, and I've just been praying that I do get picked up.
Okay. So how was it writing? Is it challenging? Is it fun? How was it being a writer or being looked at as being a writer?
For me, I think it's not challenging. I think what's really challenging is just to try to make sure that you map out enough time to write. Because, you know, during the pandemic, it was very hard for me to write because, you know, I worked a lot then, you know, because they needed a lot of people, you know, to come in and work because of the COVID situation. But, you know, I still said, okay, I got to go back to writing. I'm not going to give it up, you know, and I did that. Because I really think that writing, you know, is it's a blessing because you're able to put things in the book that are interesting, and things I try to do is educate people on different things. And then I hope to just bring, you know, happiness at the end of the book, you know, so that my readers will enjoy it.
What inspired you to write in the first place?
Okay, my inspiration at that particular time to write probably was because I was going through a crisis. You know, I really loved writing when I was young, you know. I mean, I'd like make my mother, you know, birthday cards and things like that, and I like to write it out and put it in crayon and then write. So I've always had a love for writing, but I never really thought I would be a writer until later on in life, and I don't regret it. But I really do like writing, and the inspiration at that time was like I started writing journal notes, just to get things in order, and then after about a year, I decided that I want to get it published, and I knew nothing at all about publishing, so I had to do a lot of research. So my first mentor, I would say probably would be Dr. Rosie Milligan, because she has Black Writers in Tour, and so when I got my first book out, I went to a lot of her events and I learned a lot of things, and I went to a workshop. She gave me an excellent workshop that gave me some knowledge about what I need to do and how I need to write, because you don't just write something. You have to. Writing is really it's a craft of writing, and you have to learn. Yeah, you have to learn how to write. So I did that, and after years and years, I just kept going.
Fans, y'all know some of you guys who tune into the show, as dedicated fans, of those who tune into the show for some time, know that Miss Rosie Milligan, she's been on the show as a guest. So I've had her on the show, talked about the Black Rose Tour, her experience as being a writer herself and all that good stuff. So those of you guys who tune into the show will know who I'm talking about, but also those who do not know who we're talking about is Dr. Rosie Milligan. We will have it on the website with dates she was actually on the shows, so you guys can refer back to the show to hear about her story and how she started doing Black Rose Tour as well. So you say you got into Dr. Rosie Milligan and learned how to do homework about getting published and all that good stuff, correct?
Right, yeah. I went to a workshop. She had a workshop, and I remember that very clearly. And she gave me a lot of pointers, of what I needed to do, because I think I brought the book that hadn't been published yet, and she said different things, and, that made sense, and so I just wanted to go on, and follow her advice and just learn as much as I can, because a lot of times, you also learn once you send your book out, you learn from the editors, because they have a lot of knowledge of what, agencies want, or if you're trying to submit it to a publisher, you want to make sure your book is, doesn't have any errors, nothing to spell, nothing that doesn't make sense, and still everybody who writes, whether or not they have been in the business 20 years or 2 years, they still send their books out to be edited. That's the main portion of what you have to do as an author after you have created your story and then gone through it enough, times to know, well, now I need a second set of eyes, and sometimes a third set of eyes.
So since you are a published author, what would be your advice to those who's out there who wants to become a writer and a published author? What would be your advice from your experience?
Well, my advice is first, what are you interested in writing? Are you interested in writing like fiction or nonfiction? And what kind of stories do you want to write? That might be one thing. And then after you decide on that, then you would have to go forward with, if you haven't, taken classes, they have workshops and things like that that'll help you get started. But I think you have to know where you want to go, because some people love fiction and some don't. Some want to write nonfiction. When I first started, and they told me that when you first start, you pick your genre and then you start reading books that are in the genre that you want to write in. Because I wasn't reading fiction books, I was reading like nonfiction, books about people's biology and and learning about the celebrities' lives, before the book was written and all that stuff. So I didn't want to be there. I wanted to write something like love, romance. That's what I like. So I just decided, to go on and read some books. And I think the first book I picked up out of the store was Kimberly Lawson Roby, and then the second one was like Victoria Christopher Murray, who is now, or has been my publisher. That's my opinion.
For sure. Like you said, you picked up books in genre you want to write in. Your first book, you said your first book was published in 2009, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
How did it feel when you first got your first book published?
Oh, I was excited, very excited. But at that time, I still didn't know about the industry. I still, thought, okay, I'm writing the book now, so all I have to do is just get out there and sell it. But it's so much more to that, You have to get your book out some kind of way, but it's really a lot of effort when you're new. I started going to conferences for one. Started, kind of engaging with authors who were already writers, and so that to me was this was a good thing for me to do, is just engage with the writers when I'm at the conferences, ask them what they do, and then, move on and kind of add some of the things that you're doing to your book, and you might want to change it or you might want to keep it the same, but as a new writer, it was really not good. When I went to one conference, I went to a big one and nobody knew who I was. So everybody was walking past my table up to the writers that had been writing for years, and, maybe they were best-selling authors, but I got over it. So I just kept going back. I didn't give up, and still now the notion is to just keep going, keep writing, until you get what you want.
What drives you to write? Like, what drives you to write? Like, since you're doing your nurse practitioner as an income, what encourages you to write?
Well, I just feel like I have always loved writing, and I even said to myself, whether I make nothing or thousands of hours, I'll still write because I enjoy it. I think that's the reason why I write. Some people do write, because they love it, but then at the same time, maybe it's the money that they want. I mean, I would like to get paid, and be a writer with other income, but, it just takes time, and right now, I'm still inspired to write. That I know more, I know more things about writing, I understand the craft of writing, and then I think I'm in the position, to try to, find an agent and get a traditional publisher, and then I'm hoping to pitch, my screenplay, to someone who wants to pick it up.
So is that your bigger picture plan of getting your books turned into movies or TV shows or?
Yeah, not all of them, just some. Mm-hmm. But it would be nice to get some of them, I say maybe published, but then first, and then, see what happens. So, yeah, I would love to get it turned into a screenplay. A screenplay and then a movie. Mm-hmm.
So you want to do a movie, or would you be okay with it turning into a TV show series, or do you want a movie?
I wouldn't mind having it as a movie, like on maybe BET or some of the things that are going on TV, but I don't see like it being a big screen TV, but just something in regular TV.
I'm looking forward to it. So you say you're on your 5th book, correct?
Yes, for the novels, and I've done 9 anthologies. So those are just short stories.
Is the books you write is in the same genre?
Okay, well I write inspirational romance, but I also like romantic suspense. I write that, and then women's fiction. So I have 3 genres. So the one that's finishing up now is more like a romantic suspense kind of thing. And then I'm thinking, well, is it really romantic suspense, or is it women's fiction? So I kind of tie it into both. But, it's about a suspense, but then it's also some romance too.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you choose your topic? or do you have a specific system of choosing topics when you come to certain books, or it just flows?
It just flows, yes. It's something, because sometimes, you could be asleep and wake up and say, wow. You might have a dream and you say, you know what? I think I want to write this, and I might jot down some notes, Sometimes things come from things that I've seen in people's other lives, but I change it around and I use it. And that's how it comes about. But generally, it just pops up in my mind, And that's why some books are pushed back, because if I get a new book in my mind, I want to do that one, even though I'm working on another book, then it gets pushed back. So I do have another book that I really need to finish. It got pushed back because I had these other two books in mind, and I just went on and wrote those. But I have, I have another book that I'm going to work on, and then the other book I want to work on with a friend of mine, because we started it and we didn't finish.
Oh, wow. So how was it working with someone else, like with that? Like, I know you write books by yourself, but how is it working with other people? Like, how do you guys map that whole part?
Well, with the anthology, like what the publishers would do is choose who they want to have do a story, and everybody just independently writes their own stories. They don't, they don't talk to each other. They just write their own stories and they turn it into the publisher. And the publisher would still go on and, go through it, do the editing. And if you have any editing that has to be changed, then they'll send it back. And then once everybody is done and the editing is done, then they will put out the date and, they'll publish it. But now if I'm writing with just one sole person, that can be kind of difficult, especially if they don't write fast or, they have a lot of things to do personally. So we'll come back to it because, as I said, I said this time around, I really want us to really focus on, just making sure that we write together. You write one part, I write one part, and we get together and meet. You have to time you're writing the book, just to see if everything coincides with the story. Yeah.
Are you guys in one location or two different locations?
Well, we're in two different locations now, but when we started, she was living in California, but she's in another state now. So, we just, we text, we text on Facebook, and that's the easier way to get back and forth. And then we call each other. He's busy and I'm busy, and so I don't talk on the phone too much.
Where can people find you? Like, if they wanted to find you as far on social media, or what, any other convention you have coming up that people can talk to you or introduce to you? Or
Well, I'm on Facebook often, every day, all throughout the day. I do have Instagram. I go on there periodically, and just a few times, I go on Twitter, but I don't go on Twitter that much. I primarily stay on Facebook, and because there's a lot of people on there, and there's a lot of people like who are authors, and some people who are looking for information. So they can always, if they want to do me a favor, just go to DM and ask the question.
What is your handle, or what is your page on Facebook? Or
it's my full name, Patricia Ann Brywell.